weekly VODCAST. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely extraordinary 4-day Labor Day weekend because, guys, I come today with such pride, with such joy after our first week of school. First of all, it has been so incredible to get to know the Room 21 rock stars on Team A, on Team B, together each day whenever we're in our morning meetings. But more importantly, I just want to say thank you to the best families in Stafford County for just your commitment, your persistence, making sure that your scholar is absolutely prepared online each day at 9 a.m. and just ready to rock and roll. So I thank you guys because I know that you are making sacrifices. I know that this is not easy, but you are just absolutely extraordinary. So, as always, guys, I like to count down or just count up the top 3 things that you guys need to know for this coming week. So, the first thing that I want you to know for our upcoming week is just the fact that lessons this week are going to more so reflect math, reading, science, etc. Last week, we were kind of just getting scholars into Canvas, welcoming them to Canvas, showing them some different tips and tricks that they can use on their Chromebook. This week, you're going to see our lessons are beginning to reflect that suggested time frame that is on our newsletter for those on my own days. Now, I do go on every single night and provide feedback to your scholar. And as your scholars have been really great, even last week, about just dropping me a quick note on Canvas if something was confusing or something wasn't working. I'm going to continue showing your scholars ways to kind of advocate for oneself as we get rolling with that. As number 2, the 5th grade teachers are planning to make some type of a drop probably next weekend where we're going to provide your scholar with some materials that we're going to be using in the next few science units, some math materials, etc. Now, we are asking, there were 3 composition notebooks on our school supply list. So if you have those, that's wonderful. If you don't, or if you're having trouble finding those, just let me know. Your scholar is going to need 3 composition books as we begin getting into each of our content areas. They're really not going to need them, though, until next week. So let me know as soon as possible, and I will make sure to include those in the drop for your scholar if they do not have 3 composition notebooks. And then finally, guys, number 3, I'm going to actually send you over to the screen where I'm kind of once again taking you through the calendar and the process on Canvas for when your scholars go through their on my own days. And then I'll see you on the other end to wrap it all up. Alrighty, guys, so for the third thing that I wanted to kind of review this week, I just wanted to once again take you through kind of the process for the on my own days. And as I said earlier, the on my own days are going to more so reflect kind of the suggested time frames, the suggested schedule that we have now provided. So this is probably what your scholar's dashboard looks like whenever they open up Canvas. As always, they go right to homeroom, okay? They can go to the other areas, but that's not really going to provide them that calendar. As soon as they get to the main page, this is what they'll find. They come down to their team. So if I'm on Team A, I'm going to click here. And then I'm going to find my name at the top, but most importantly, I'm going to find my weekly calendar. Now, we do not have school on Monday because of Labor Day, so we start back up on Tuesday. So remember, every scholar logs on to morning meeting every single morning at 9 a.m., goes to about 9:20. Okay, they can click this link to get there, and then the code is typically here. I just deleted it for this video. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, Team A, they get to just see me. There's nothing really linked up here. Now, on Thursday and Friday, they're on their own days. This is going to be kind of the schedule that they now see. They'll click math, which will be hyperlinked, science, literacy, and then specials. Each of these is hyperlinked, and just like last week, your scholar will work through the module until they come to a stop sign, which will direct them right back to this calendar, guys. And then they'll go to number 2, science, and then they're going to go through that same rotation for each of the content areas. So that's really how they find their work. If your scholar ever wants to go back home, back to that home page, all they have to do is click the house at the bottom of most pages, and they're going to actually come right back to our main page. They can start over if they get lost. But remember, guys, our home room is really the hub of where of kind of the center for where everything takes place, where everything is linked to. So now I'm going to send you back over to Mr. Reichard, the scholar. So every single week in our weekly VODCAST, you're going to find what I call the Wonder of the Week. Now, if you're in Team B, I kind of gave this little hook to you on Friday before we signed off, just because I wanted you to get pumped for our upcoming science. But Team A, Team B, I want you to check it out as well. So every week I'm going to give you some type of wonder, some type of preview, some type of hook for something that we'll be studying in the coming week. I'm not going to give you the answer to it. I just want you to kind of think about it, wonder about it, and then we'll address it in the coming week during our live session. So here's the wonder of the week. Now, this is not magic. Here's a bottle. You'll see there are white beads and blue beads with some type of liquid. I'm going to go ahead and just shake this up as vigorously as possible. And as soon as I let it go, you'll notice that the blue beads and the white beads have now separated. The white beads went the whole way to the top. The blue beads went the whole way to the bottom. Now, I'm going to have to keep you on for a little longer, guys, because I want you to pay attention to what happens to the blue and the white beads as we just sit here and chat for a few more minutes. So take a look at what happens. Now, you can always send me a quick message on Canvas if you would like to, guys, about your thoughts about this, what you think might be occurring. But you can also just jot down your thoughts, keep them up here in your mind, and then bring them to class in the coming week. We'll be talking about this probably on the second day of your live sessions. So you're going to notice that the white beads and the blue beads, still grouped together, are now traveling toward the middle, kind of where they were whenever I started out this little shake. So you'll notice that they're just kind of hanging there. They're going right to the center. So I want you guys to kind of wonder what is going on here. And I'll say it one more time. This is not a magic trick, okay? So that's our wonder of the week. What in the world is going on? Science rocks. Alrighty, Room 21 Rockstar families, thanks for joining me as we count up the top 3 things that you need to know for the coming week. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, I would love to hear any type of feedback about Canvas, about our online live learning sessions on Google Meet. I want to make sure to improve and take the feedback given each and every single week, so please send that my way. If you guys have any concerns, questions, you know how to get a hold of me with my cell phone, with my email, etc. I just want to thank you guys once again for being the very best families in Stafford County, Virginia. Thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for your persistence. Thank you for your belief. And just thank you for your support. You guys are absolutely incredible. I'll see you right back here next Sunday.